These novels, The Shroud Conspiracy and The Second Coming, are really novels that involve what happens when science and faith, or science and religion, collide. Many people in this world follow their nose when it comes to facts and provable things, but many also believe it's faith that carries them through life. And these two books, in many respects, are about both the trouble but also the beauty that can occur when the notions of scientific truth and but also faith and the relevance of faith come together in one. In The Shroud Conspiracy, the protagonist, Dr. John Bondurant, an atheist anthropologist, he sets out to prove that the Shroud of Turin is a fake, and in the process he falls in love with a strong Catholic faith woman who he not only falls in love with, but he comes to find that his thinking, his views about religion and faith, and frankly the Shroud itself, are all turned upside down. And so this is an adventure not only of that where there's a chase around the world, to discover the truth, but there's also an internal discovery in the protagonist, Dr. Bondurant himself. He comes to find that perhaps his faith and religion are a little bit different than what he set forth to prove. There's also new and very interesting and edgy characters that appear in The Second Coming and make for a really interesting story. One in particular is a scientist, Dr. Shakira Khan. She is sets out to try to stop an extraordinary plague that threatens to kill millions of people, and there's an assassin who joins the story and threatens the lives of the protagonists. So there's new characters introduced into the whole scene, and they really make the book, I think, a lively tale. Several have said that The Shroud Conspiracy and The Second Coming are fit into that genre of the Da Vinci Code, these fantastical religious expeditions in codes and a search for the truth. And my books are somewhat similar in that regard. The first, The Shroud Conspiracy, was compared to be like the Da Vinci Code meets Indiana Jones, and I think the second book is very much like Indiana Jones meets Pulp Fiction. It's a bit edgier in the second book, but just as fun to read. It's a fantastical tale which is all about what happens when beings are cloned from the blood found on this famous shroud, and whether these beings are set forth to do good in this world or to do wrong. And it's a startling tale about how the two very opposite children born or cloned from the shroud both threaten and save the world for all mankind.